Hi everyone, welcome to another phys ed lesson. Hope you're all doing well. I'm here again with Mrs. M on a Monday morning, and today we're going to learn about another very important basic physical education concept. Um, Over the past few weeks we've done some other basic concepts such as fitness, balance, safety. What we're going to discuss today is also very important for all physical activity and for our physical education classes. So first I'm going to have you think a bit, try to kind of discover what we are going to be learning today by looking at a few pieces of equipment here that I've set up. And what I want you to do is think about these pieces of equipment or objects in terms of the activity that you would use them for. Okay, so we're not looking at colors or what they're made of or anything like that. We're thinking about the activities that they are related to. Okay, so we have a hammer. Okay, we have a frisbee, a tennis racket, and a golf club. Okay, and the question for you, okay, is what do these have in common in terms of the activities that you use them for? Okay, so think about how you would use these pieces of equipment and think about what they all have in common. Okay, so you could pause the video if you'd like to think about it, or just think it through as I'm kind of discussing it. Okay, so what do they all have in common? So maybe you would think right away that they all have something to do with sports or games. And you'd be right when thinking about the tennis racket, the golf club, and the frisbee, but the hammer doesn't really fit into that category. So good thinking, but we have to think more. We have to consider this more to get to the right answer. Maybe you would think that they're all used to hit something, and you would think about hammering a nail, you're striking a nail. Golf club, obviously you're striking a golf ball. Tennis racket, striking a tennis ball, but then we have the frisbee, and you're not really using a frisbee to hit anything or strike anything. So once again, close, okay, but that would not be the answer, the ultimate answer. So the other thing you might think about is you might think about, well, we use our hands with all of these things, okay? So yeah, I have to grip a tennis racket, so I'm gripping a tennis racket. Okay, I have to grip a golf club, okay, with my hands, okay? I have to grip the frisbee to be able to throw it properly, and I have to grip a hammer to strike a nail with it. So using my hands, that would be definitely a correct answer, okay? But it's not ultimately what we're getting to, okay? Because there's something else you need to use as well, along with your hands, that would describe what all these activities have in common. And I'm sure many of you have already gotten to this point. You're thinking about something we discuss in phys ed all the time, and that is hand-eye coordination, okay? So not only do I have to use my hands to handle these objects or pieces of equipment, I have to use my eyes as well. I have to see what it is I'm doing in order to be successful, okay? So when I'm hitting a golf ball, it's going to be really important that my head stays still and I'm watching the ball as I strike it, okay? If I don't do that, I'm not going to hit it right. Same goes with tennis, obviously. With striking a nail, gotta have my eye on the nail as I'm striking it. And if I'm trying to catch a frisbee or throw a frisbee to a partner, I have to have my eyes on the target, or I have to have my eyes on the frisbee as I'm receiving it. So hands and eyes together, hand-eye coordination, okay? That's our topic for the week. And now I'm going to show you a challenge that you can undertake to help you with hand-eye coordination, okay? Now, we do this in the gym all the time. We build things, okay? We've used various pieces of equipment to build different structures. We've learned about that, how important it is to have good touch and to plan things out and to use our hands and eyes together in a way to be successful. So I'm going to show you a new type of building today. Okay, so let me just shift positions here. And you don't have to do this type of building if you don't want to, but it's something different. It's something that we have not done in the gym, and I've been kind of fooling around with it, and I'd like to see how well you could do it. So you could try this. And this is card building, okay? Building card houses or card structures using what you have around. You might have playing cards, that would be great. Here I found some baseball cards. These work as well. You might have Pokemon cards, cards from a game. I even made cards here out of a cereal box. Okay, so I cut these up so that they're the same size, and these work well also. And if you look at the 3 other videos, very short videos that I have attached to this assignment, you will see what I was able to do with different types of cards and different types of buildings. Those would be my personal best buildings. And to get to that point, it took me a lot of time to practice and figure out how to do this best, and I had a lot of failures. And that's going to happen because this is not easy. And if you want to do something, you have to keep trying, you have to have perseverance, can't get disappointed. And so don't get frustrated while you're trying this, and you can use other things as well if you don't have cards. So you can build with cups if you have cups around. Here I had some dominoes. These are like blocks, little blocks. You could build with those, okay? But all that still takes hand-eye coordination, so that's what we're focused on. All right, so first type of card building that you might try is using triangles. Okay, and what you have to do is first learn to do that. If you can learn to do that, then everything else follows from being able to lean 2 cards together at the top and form a little triangle. Okay, so that would be what you do first. Then what you're trying to do is set up another triangle kind of right next to it. Okay, you got to be real careful. And once you do that, okay, you can now start building up, okay? And what you would do is you would drop a card on top, and again, you have to do everything kind of gently. And if you want to adjust the card, sometimes it's better to use a card to do that, not your hand. Now you've begun a triangle-shaped building. It can be like a pyramid going up and up and up. You'd have to do another triangle on top of this card, obviously, to keep going up. And one of my videos that's attached to this assignment shows how many levels I was able to build up my personal best. And you'll see how you could do that. So if you can just get to this point, that would be wonderful, okay? But you could add on to that as well, okay? So that's using triangles, okay? And playing cards, okay? So now, let's try these cereal box cards to do another type of card house, okay? And this is more using rectangles and squares, okay? And the first thing you have to do is learn to build this foundation, okay? This is real important to learn that, okay? Once you're able to do that, you're just gonna repeat that level after level after level. But what you wanna do is cover the ends like this. And then once you've done that, you can lay a roof on top. Okay, and I might just even switch over and I'll try putting a roof on with index cards. I've never done this before, but you're just laying it on there. And once you're able to do that, then you can build another level, okay? And once again, I do have a short video showing, I think I did 4 levels using cards I made from a cereal box. Again, it took me a long time. I had a lot of frustrations. I stuck with it. But even if you just get to this point, or if you want to stay just on one level and keep expanding your little rectangular or square cells out and out and out, you're creating like little rooms almost. If you want to do that and just stay on one level, that also is great practice for hand-eye coordination. Okay, so we're looking to use cards if we can and see how we do with card building. If that's not working out for us and we want to switch over to cups and we want to do some towers or some pyramids, some blocks, whatever it might be, I'd like you to try to make a building that requires hand-eye coordination, and that is a challenge for you. Okay, that is how you're going to get better at something. All right, so that is the basic lesson. Okay, what I need you to do, okay, number one, to show me that you've watched this video, send me a comment telling me something that you learned from the video, okay, regarding hand-eye coordination. And then secondly, I would like you to share with me something you did that required hand-eye coordination, maybe something that you did not think of previously as requiring hand-eye coordination. So for instance, I've been doing a lot of cooking lately, and I've realized how my hand-eye coordination has gotten better from the cooking I'm doing, because I'm better now at chopping vegetables, I'm better now at stirring ingredients. All of those things require hand-eye coordination. So maybe it's not a sport or a game, just something else you're doing that requires hand-eye coordination, so you could share that with me. And then there's going to be the building challenge. And that, once again, is going to be optional, like it was with our yoga poses. But if you can build something using cards or other objects, and you could send me a video through Flipgrid, I would really love to see what you're able to create. Once again, you have this video. There's going to be written instructions on Google Classroom about this. You have the 3 very short videos also attached that show what I was able to do with cards. And remember, it took me a lot of practice to get to that point. I wasn't able to do that right away. I did spend a few hours working on card building to get to that point. So be patient. And then that's about it. So those are the things we're looking for, and that's our lesson for the week. Have fun trying all these things. Stay active, healthy. Don't forget to exercise. You know, this is something where you're sitting down. Take breaks. Make sure we get outside with the good weather. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you soon back at the gym doing all sorts of fun activities again. Take care, kids.